My name is Brianna Bonnet. I live in San Francisco. I am an event producer, a corporate event producer, and also work in diversity, equity, and inclusion. I had been curious about a life coach and kind of asked a bunch of girlfriends if anyone had any coaches in mind, or I specifically was asking for someone who was a feminist, interested in business, and also had alternative lifestyle. Those are things that I'm interested in and also part of me. And yeah, my girlfriend was just like, I have the right person for you, connected us. And then we worked together for 12 weeks through his 12-week program, and we'll likely work together again in 2022. The problems and obstacles that I faced before working with Neff were mostly around my career, and also turned out that we were working through some of the anxiety, a lot of anxiety that I was holding. But I wanted to start working with him to think about my career. I currently work corporate. I've been working corporate for about 3 years, but before working corporate, I'd always worked in very different alternative industries and mostly like boutique firms, boutique businesses, and I want to create my own business. And so I was working with him just to gain confidence to be able to do that. And I'd say now, definitely still working on it, but I feel less far away from that dream. And then, as self-work works, things that I didn't think were going to come up, came up, and that, had to do with anxiety and me realizing that was just a huge block for me to be able to create and make my dreams come true. So I started dealing with that anxiety in a more organized way. And thankfully, I had someone like Neff to help me through that. And weekly, I'd get to come with my questions and about how do I get to this next step, or what were you actually meaning when you showed me that model? And it was so easy doing it with him, or when I do it on my own, I had no idea how to do it. So yeah, he really helped me through a lot of those exercises, and I still use them. Since working with Neff, I have definitely achieved more organizational tools for my personal life, and I've also been putting them into my professional life. I am very organized at work. It's part of being an event planner. You just need to become very organized. I would say in my personal life, not very organized. Have had a very hard time figuring out strategies for that. And so since working with Neff, I have been working to create strategies for mental organization, and then also figuring out, what is important to me right now, what do I need to prioritize, and learning how to prioritize. I think one of my faults, is that I want to prioritize everything all at once. And so learning how to discern for myself what is important now, and also making a plan so that I am getting to the other things that I also believe are important. Balancing work and relationship and coaching and friends and, adulting, there's a lot to balance. And so sometimes I, wouldn't get all my assignments done, or wouldn't finish reading the chapters that I needed to read. And I tried to be really kind with myself about that. But I also would say trust the process. A lot of the times I didn't know why we were doing what we were doing, and that would frustrate me based on my personality, very stubborn. And so, but in the end, I'd figure out that everything was connected and that he had the bigger picture in mind. And so just to trust him, and, for me, it's I gave 12 weeks, and just to go into those 12 weeks and give it all you got, maybe put everything else that you can on hold, and then after that, see if you want to continue.